I'm James O'Brien, and these are the side bridge exercises. These exercises are great for strengthening the lateral abdominals as well as the lateral low back muscles to help stabilize you in the frontal plane. So, I'm going to start with the hardest of the exercises, which is the standard side bridge, okay? For some of you, this may be a little bit too difficult, or it may generate shoulder pain, so keep watching the video because I have some easier variations for you. So, the standard side bridge looks like this. I'm going to lift my body up with my feet stacked up on top of each other. My elbow is on the surface and my right foot is down here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about lengthening my spine to make it as long as possible so that it's straight. From there, I'm going to draw my pubic bone up towards my belly button as I clench my buttocks together as well. To ensure that I'm using more abdominals than low back muscles, I'll tilt the body slightly forward. A lot of you, when they do this exercise, they might start to develop some type of low back pain. And that's typically because as you're lifting up, you might be pushing your hips forward and arching your lower back. To prevent that from happening, again, you want to think about drawing the pubic bone up to the belly button, clenching the buttocks, but then leaning forward slightly. By leaning forward slightly, it predisposes you to use the lateral abdominals more. I typically have people hold that starting for 20 seconds, all right? Work up to 30 seconds, 40 seconds, eventually a minute, if not longer than a minute. Do both sides, okay? You might notice that one side is stronger than the other. I would say start with the weaker of the two sides. If you can, it doesn't make sense to do 20 seconds on one side and then 40 seconds on the other. For a lot of you, that might be too difficult of an exercise. So to make it easier, what you can do is go off your knees. So your knees will be bent, and then all the same rules apply. You'll lift your body up, roll slightly forward, clench the buttocks together, draw the pubic bone up towards the belly button as you lengthen the spine, and then you just hold it. When you're in these positions, you want to make sure you're breathing, okay? Don't just hold your breath. All right, you want to breathe in the nose, out the mouth, okay? Again, work your way up in time there, 20 seconds up to a minute, if not longer than a minute. For some of you folks, this might generate some shoulder pain, or you just have a history of having a bad shoulder and you know that position would bother you and you can't do this. So there's another option. What you can do is you can lie on your side like this and get as long as possible, okay? I say like pose like a model, or you could have your head down like this. All right, this is even better because then my whole spine is nice and straight right now. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift my legs up as I bring them just ever slightly forward and I lean back. Just a little bit, all right? With this exercise, as I lean back, because it's kind of in reverse now, by leaning back, this will get me to use more of my lateral abdominal muscles rather than a lot of my lateral low back muscles. So this would likely generate low back pain in a lot of people, whereas this probably wouldn't, okay? It's okay to have one hand down here to stabilize, but you'll lift up and then just hold, all right? I'm drawing the pubic bone up to my belly button. All right, you can even clench your buttocks together, and then you'll breathe in the nose, out the mouth. And just like the other exercises, you'll work your way up in time. Start with 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, ultimately a minute. All right, always doing both sides. All right, so those are the side bridge variations. Make sure you get no pain. If you do get pain, make sure that you're trying to trick your body into using more abdominals than low back muscles. All right, good luck.